on, guys? Welcome back to the Neiman Industries YouTube channel. It's been a long time, I think about 2 years since I've uploaded my last video, and I figured we owed you guys an explanation. To give you this proper explanation, we're just going to give you the whole story, right? The whole story of this company and what the intent is behind it and what we've been doing, where we've been, and what our plans are moving forward, and also some backstory about us as individuals. Back in 2021, my best friend Caleb and I decided that we had a lot of ideas, a lot of things that we were passionate about, that we were trying to do separately, that maybe we could combine these under one umbrella. That is what became Neiman Industries. So, teaching firearms classes, trauma med, doing YouTube videos, podcasts, etc., clothing design and graphic design and all this stuff. That's what became Neiman Industries. I was doing a little podcast at the time, known as the Veteran to Veteran podcast. I was traveling around and interviewing family members and friends that had been in the military, and I'd already kind of started that. And then we had all these other things that we wanted to do, and it was like, well, I've already kind of made a little bit of a following on my YouTube channel, so why don't we just combine all these? And so that YouTube channel became what is now the Neiman Industries YouTube channel. And the podcasts and educational videos on gear and Army schools, etc. That's how this kind of all started. However, when we started that, we kind of went full speed ahead. Bought the LLC, started the website. I did all the website design and the clothing design and the graphic design for all this stuff. We went a little bit overboard. I think that in business, you can kind of, giving too many options can actually hurt you in a business sense, like giving your customers too many options, because I love art. I've always been into art. I applied to several art schools out of high school before I ended up going to the Army. When I figured out how this clothing design thing worked, I went way overboard. We had like 20 different clothing options on the website. And then shortly thereafter, Caleb left on a trip. He is an active duty Green Beret. I won't say really anything else about him, but he went on a deployment or on a JSET, like a training deployment, whatever. And so we kind of had to hit the brakes a little bit. And then I got offered a new job that was the career that I had been trying to land since I got out of the Army 4 years prior. And so that was a big life event. And then my fiance and I at the time were moving. And once we got moved into our new house and I was kind of settled into this new job and Caleb was coming home, I came up on deployment orders. So then I was gone. This is going through 2022 is when I started my new job. We moved that summer. We got engaged that fall. Caleb got back. Then I was leaving for deployment in January. In the meantime, Caleb has had a kid and grown his family. And I was gone for all of 2023, like 12 months. And it's just been a lot. There's been a lot of life stuff, a lot of really good life stuff, but it's caused us to have to put this on the back burner a little bit. I got home early 2024, like March or April, something like that. But then it was right into wedding planning and really like trying to settle into my house that I really hadn't gotten a chance to live in yet. Getting settled in and moving in and also working on this space. If you follow us on Instagram, you will have seen the progress. And the goal was to have this workspace finished by the end of the year last year. And here we are getting towards the end of February 2025, and it's still not quite done yet. It's almost there, but you guys can't see it, but we have the framing up for the walls. We have all the outlets mounted and everything, but we still have some work to do in here, but we're getting close. But this is going to be the workspace. And so it's just been a lot of good, positive life things that have forced us to put Neiman on the back burner. But that doesn't mean that we haven't been working on anything. So the whole entire time that I was deployed, we were making lists, making ideas, like video ideas. I was working on the graphic design for the logos. I was doing test samples of like basically quality assurance of our products and trying to just refine everything, refine the website, refine our merch, and figure out what videos we're going to record and figure out what classes we were going to offer, etc., etc. The idea was that we would finish this space, we would get everything completely 100% ready to go with the classes and the podcast, having like a studio set up in here, and we would just launch everything all at once. But it's taking too long. It's taking us too long, and it really comes down to a money problem. And I wanted to talk that over as well, just so you guys know a little bit more about who we are. Neiman Industries is consisted of myself, my best friend Caleb, and one of my other best friends, Branson. I'm a full-time fireman. I'm a part-time fireman at another department. I'm in the National Guard, and I'm trying to do this. Caleb's an active duty Green Beret, and he's a husband and he's a dad. It goes without saying, obviously, I got married last year, so I also have that husband role to fill. Branson is a full-time police officer, as well as a husband and a dad. We haven't made a ton of money from this. We aren't made of money. None of us make crazy amounts of money from our full-time jobs, and so a lot of the reasons that this has been slow is because it's a money thing. I was paying for a wedding and trying to pay bills, and those guys they've got their own thing. So it's forced us to just be slow with this. But we're not coming from wealth and coming into this space and just having all this crazy top of the line professional everything ready to go for you guys. It's very much a work in progress, and we're very much normal people. Branson and I live out in the Midwest in Indiana, in very much average communities. We just don't have a whole ton of money to work with, so it just makes this kind of slow going, but we've never stopped. It's been 2 years since we've made a video, but we've never stopped working towards this thing. And so with that, people might be wondering, well, what makes us think that we would have anything to offer in this space? And it really all started when Kayla and I met 10 years ago. One of the things that we bonded over was that we were both gear nerds. This is like back in the ACU days, before you were allowed to wear your own stuff, and there wasn't really that much like Gucci gear out there. We would just do as much as we could to our gear as we were allowed to do, with like tailoring and customizing and trying to make it better, operating within the very narrow lane that we were operating within. And we were just coming up with ideas like, man, it would be so cool if we had this, and coming up with all these random ideas that a lot of them still haven't been made by any other company, and some of them are just now being made by companies, and they're like massive hits. And so that's what kind of gave us the confidence to think that we have something to offer, because we have good ideas. We have ideas that people either still have not done yet, or they've gotten really close to doing our exact idea, and the product that was created by another company has blown up. It's a massive success. So it's like, man, if we could have just gotten a little bit ahead of the curve on that, or we still have improvements to that idea that we still want to make ourselves and offer that to the world. So it's not like coming into this space, which can be pretty hostile and toxic. We're not coming in here to be confrontational with anybody. We just feel like we have something to offer. We have 2 cents to throw on the metaphorical table that we're all sitting around. So we're not necessarily saying we deserve a seat at the table, but we have a few cents to throw in because we have good ideas, and we all have pure intentions, and we're not looking to get rich off of any of this. We are making this because it's something that we're all passionate about and we're all already doing for free anyways. So would it be nice for us to be able to retire one day and just do this if Nemean becomes self-sustainable like that? Sure, yeah, it'd be nice. But right now, we are not pocketing any of the money that we make from this. All of the money is either going right back into the business or it's going to charitable causes. And that's it. Because we all make a comfortable living doing what we do full time. So we don't need Nemean to be successful. We just really want it to be successful. Moving forward, starting with this video, we're going to have an actual calendar and actually start running this like a business, where we're going to be recording content and regularly uploading content to all of the social media pages. At the time of this recording, the Nemean website is done. The new merch is available. I'm actually wearing our new trucker hat and one of our new shirts that we're offering. There's a few other options for different things on there, so I'd encourage you guys to go check it out. I'm very proud of it. We went through a lot of testing. For example, this was one of our first hats that we ever made, and for me, in my opinion, it was really cool, but it was just too boxy. It didn't fit the way I wanted a trucker hat to fit. It was too boxy. So right around the time that we were changing up our logo, because we wanted to have more of a circular, symmetrical logo, we changed from this and went, I can't remember where this is from Yupong, the Yupong trucker. Wasn't a big fan of it, but the Richardson 112 trucker is my favorite hat ever. So we actually were able to get Richardson 112s, and so this was our first Richardson 112. However, the original new logo that we had made had a little NI in the center of our logo, but when it transferred over to the hat and to our sweaters and some of our other stuff, the transfer quality was really poor. You can see that it's like a single stitch of thread in the embroidery, and I wasn't having that. So we changed the logo again to what it is now. We just removed the NI from the center, and we're just running with the logo as it is, and the quality is great. We changed from a 100% cotton t-shirt to a polyester tri-blend, and it has a great athletic fit, loose in the places you want it to be loose in, and tight in the places you want it to be tight in. That's what she said. The quality of everything, we've just taken a lot of time with the website, with the clothing, and we're trying, as it's a work in progress, trying to create a space where we can deliver a product that lives up to the standards we have for ourselves and the standards that we want to provide for you guys. So that's what we've been doing, and it's taken a lot of time because we're doing it out of pocket. Everything that you see in this room, to include like my ammo stockpile over there that I have to go shoot at the range for some content, I paid for myself. We have not been able to use any funds from this company to pay for anything. It's all out of pocket. But that's just an example of why this has been a tedious process. I'm ordering some samples for some stickers right now that I ordered about a week ago, still waiting for them in the mail. And if those turn out the way that I hope that they do, then those will be going up on the website as well. Starting from the time that we upload this video, we will start a regular uploading of content on all of the social medias. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok are the primary ones. Those will be short snippet videos like we used to do. And then YouTube, we're aiming for once a week, if not once every 2 weeks, having a full 10 to 20 minute long video to put out. We are probably going to redo some of the videos that we've done in the past, because when I started this, it was literally me propping my phone up on my dinner table, taking a few steps back with no microphone or anything, and just talking. So now that we actually have a microphone and I have a nice camera setup, I say camera setup, it's my phone, but iPhones have great video quality. So I have a phone mount and I have a way to plug a microphone into it, and it works great. But we have a better setup, working on having a cooler backdrop space for you guys to see. That's a work in progress. So you'll see this continue to improve, and we've been posting all these updates on Instagram. But yeah, getting back to posting on TikTok at least once a week, YouTube every week to 2 weeks. We're going to try and have a podcast at least once a month, if not twice a month. So a lot of the videos that we are going to be posting on YouTube are going to be series based. We're going to categorize them in different series. And one of the series that I'm excited to talk about and excited to record is kind of like a business owner vlog series of like what a day looks like for me when we're trying to take care of business stuff. A day of recording, a day of logistical administrative work. And we're going to talk through from the very beginning of how we started it to where we are now. And it's really with the ultimate point that anybody can do this. And if you have a job or a passion that is not a job, but something that you dream of that doesn't exist or it's not anywhere near you, that you can just make it. You can create it. Find a way to monetize whatever it is that you're trying to do, buy an LLC, make a website, and start offering your product or service. And it is complicated, but it's not nearly as complicated as I thought it was going to be. So that's what the vlog series is going to be about, like entrepreneurship and business ownership and what we did step by step and things to watch out for, because we're learning that along the way as well. So that's one that I'm pretty excited for, and I will probably be recording first before any of the other series videos come out. So we've talked the vlog, the little bit of the podcast, our video plans, classes. Branson is our chief instructor, our primary instructor, whatever you want to call him. The guy is certified through the Indiana Law Enforcement Academy to be an instructor for everything. So he's our primary instructor. However, he's very busy. He just got a new job in the law enforcement world that is taking up a whole lot of his time besides being a husband and a dad. So he's working on our classes, and as soon as we have those ready to go, we'll make a post about it. They'll be on the website, and you guys will be able to book in for those. Gear. So all the way back to the beginning, one of the things that brought Caleb and I together, bonding over gear and everything, we're still working on gear designs, acquiring the machines that we need to produce the gear. So we're still working on little ideas. We're kind of dipping our toes into it. And again, paying for everything out of pocket. We're not going to pay for a used $200 or $50 sewing machine. We're taking extra money from side jobs or part-time jobs, and we're putting it all into this. But that means that we have to save up. So we're working on saving for a lot of really, really cool machines so that we can start producing really, really cool gear. And so again, as soon as we're ready to go with all that, there will be a post about it and it will be on the website. But that's pretty much it. So this is the start. This is the comeback, the explanation for where we've been and why it's been so long since we've made a video. We're all just regular dudes with regular lives, and we're all busy. Life stuff happens. But somehow our follower count has continued to grow even in our absence. Our videos have continued to get views. However, we have to get back into the algorithms, and regular content posting is how you get back into those algorithms. So that's what we're doing, trying to get back into the algorithms, being able to monetize the YouTube channel. We're already really, really close to that, but as soon as we can do that, again, all of the money that we're able to bring in is just going to go back into the company so that we can give you guys better stuff faster. So that's the whole idea behind everything. And this is it. Step one, post the first comeback video. So if you've watched to this far, thank you so much. If you've been a subscriber all this time, we appreciate you. Thank you guys for being patient with us. Check out the Instagram, the Facebook, the YouTube. Check out the website and all the new merch that's up for this year. We're really, really proud of all of that stuff. It all came out awesome. yeah, follow, subscribe, like, comment, all the things that are going to help us get back into the algorithm. And yeah, we just really wanted to give you guys an explanation that we feel that you guys deserve and tell you how much we appreciate you. And a reminder again to follow, like, subscribe, all that crazy stuff. It really, really helps us out. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for all the crazy stuff that is coming very soon. Thanks for watching.